So I bought this drink at the Korean store that sells a lot of Jamaican stuff. I have no idea. Mauby Fizz, and I just checked out the label, and it has extract of mauby bark in it. Whatever that is, I don't know. Maybe I should go online and see real quick. Hang on. Okay, so it did say that it really had any health benefits. It sounds like it has to do with flavor. So I really don't know what to expect from this. I'm seeing Dutch Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti. It's popular there. Barbados. I have no idea what this is or what it tastes like. I hope it tastes like root beer. That's what I want. What? Really? It sort of smells good. It sort of smells like a it reminds me of birch soda, like a birch beer. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Oh, that is really fucking weird. Now this is full-on cough syrup. Seriously, this is cough syrup. God, this doesn't have alcohol in it, does it? I'm missing a lens, so this is real hard. No, it does not have alcohol in it. I don't really know what to think of this right now. This is the weirdest shit I've ever tasted. It has a bitter aftertaste, but when it goes, it's sweet at first. What the fuck? I could probably learn to like this. Seriously. It's similar to that of root beer, sort of. Sort of. It has a bitterness that stays in your mouth for a while. It's sweet, but there's a bitterness. Once you drink it, it's just like, it's still here. Oh, that's just that's very unusual. It's very unusual. Birch beer, root beer. But if you bought this, somebody said it was root beer, you'd say there was something wrong with it. Definitely, you'd be like, wait, this is turned or something. This is bad. But is it bad? No, it's not bad. It's sort of shocking. I didn't know what to expect. It does have an aftertaste to it. It's cool yourself. That's what it says. Cool yourself. I like it. I like it. It's sort of it has a bitter taste on still on my lips. It's bitter. It's like root beer. If root beer was real weak, like say you had a real weak root beer, and then you took bitters and put bitters in the real weak root beer. That's what this sort of reminds me of. I thought there was booze in here at first. Seriously, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I like it. I do. I like it. I don't like the label. The label is shitty. I mean, come on. You couldn't do any better than this? It's gonna be on the bottle for forever. You're not gonna remake the label, are you? So you make the label good the first time? So you don't make it brown? Why are you making it brown? It's a brown label? Oh, get me a drink and make sure it has a brown label on it. It's sort of like cough syrup because it's got this bitterness to it. I like that. Mauby? 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 I don't know. I'll tell you something. I like Brooklyn. I do. I like Brooklyn. Like stuff like this. I would never have the experience of drinking the weirdest root beer, the tree bark soda, unless I was in Brooklyn. Where would I find that? They don't have this in Beaver Dams, I'm telling you. They don't have it at Walmart. This is this was worthwhile. I would get this again, I think. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy one of these and send one to Ginyin. See what she thinks. She might not like it. But it's similar to root beer, sort of. It just has this weird like aftertaste to it. I want to see what Ginyin. I'm sending you one of these sodas down from the Caribbean. It's got mauby bark in it. You'll be loving it or not. You might not like it at all. She is, my friend Ginyin's a big fan of root beer. So am I. I like root beer. I do. I like root beer a lot. Ginyin, you might like this, you might not. I'm just curious to see what you think of it. I think I would buy this again. I wish it had a better label. I'll tell you something else I'm sending Ginyin is one of those Black Panther drinks. Ginyin, you're going to drink one of those and you're going to be rubbing your legs together like a cricket. You know what I'm saying? It is good. It make you feel real good. I don't know about this. It just seems like a weird soda or something. I wish I had more information on. Mauby is known as mauby to the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, mauby in Haiti and Martinique. The mauby, hang on, let me read a little bit about this. So it's all over down here. I'm going to say Dutch Caribbean islands and blah, 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 blah. Is a tree bark-based beverage grown and widely consumed in the Caribbean. It is made with sugar and the bark or fruit of certain species of genus of Caliburna, including whatever, also called whatever, that too, a small tree native to Northern Caribbean and Southern Florida. Recipes usually include other ingredients as well as spices such as, yeah, I taste that aniseed being very common. I taste that in this. I taste that. It sort of has a licorice taste, but not quite. I kept thinking that. Like, that's why I kept thinking root beer. But yeah, I get that. That's probably in this. Mauby is traditionally a fermented beverage made in small batches. That I would like to have. I would like to have the fermented one, but is now predominantly commercial non-fermented soft drink. I'm going to try and find one. I'm going to try and find this, but I'm going to try and find it fermented but non-alcoholic. I don't drink, but I will drink fermented drinks. Like I just, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't want to get buzzed. I don't want any of that. But I prefer a fermented soda. At least you're getting something out of it. There's B vitamins in it. You have to ferment it some way. Either you're going to ferment it like kombucha, or you're going to ferment it like beer with yeast or wine. I'll make my own, and I'll make mead. And the way that I make mead is I take a gallon of water, I take 1 pound of honey, I put it in there with yeast, and I shake that up in the water bottle, and then I pour it in the snap top bottles, and then I just ferment it for a day or two. That's it. It's not a continuous fermenting. It's enough to make it effervescent and to eat up all the sugar. So, you know what I'm saying? It's fermented. It's not real sweet because all the sweetness is gone, but I can't get you buzzed. I like those, and I'll sort of alter them. Sometimes I'll sort of make them so that they're like a root beer. That's why I like this. I like the idea of this. And I have been thinking about making root beer this spring, but making it, or this summer probably, this coming summer, but make it in a more traditional way. Maybe not buying the imitation root beer flavor, but like boiling whatever I need down to get that. That's like Ginyin's sister. Ginyin's sister, she was going to make root beer. She wouldn't get the imitation root beer shit. She would make the flavor. And that's how I'm going to do it. And then when I make the bottles, I'll have crap floating in it. That's how I like them. I like yeast floating at the bottom, sediment. I have spearmint I'm growing, maybe a sprig of that in each one. Something like that, But I do like to make those drinks, and I am a big fan of root beer. So, and I'm a big fan of drinking. God, I wish I had a bottle of Black Panther. Ginyin, I'm sending you a bottle of Black Panther. I am, and I gotta go buy some more too because I think they're running out. That Black Panther is so delicious that I looked on the internet. I can't find it. It looks like somebody did a batch of those things and then it never sold or something. And you see a lot of that in these stores. They'll be selling stuff you've never seen, or it's been produced once and nobody wanted to buy it. So then they're trying to ditch it at like Dollar Junction. But Ginyin, she'll find it interesting. She'll try it, Ginyin will try, just about any drink, I would imagine. But I can't get her to call me up and start saying, yeah, I had the rice pudding and it was delicious. And she still hasn't told me about the star fruit either. Ginyin, have you tried star fruit yet? Don't piss me off, Ginyin. Go get some star fruit at Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter supposedly, this is true. This is a message to Ginyin right now. Ginyin, I saw on YouTube the Weird Fruit Explorer. He told me, well, he didn't tell me personally, but he said that Harris Teeter has a section in their grocery stores for exotic type fruit. So Harris Teeter has it because star fruit is not exotic. But I asked Ginyin if she had I don't think she's had a kiwi. I don't, I was like, really? You've never had a kiwi? I think she said that. Something like that. Like, I'm trying to think if there's anything real common that I haven't eaten as far as fruit goes. I tried a pomegranate. She ate a pomegranate. Pomegranates they suck. All those seeds? What are you supposed to do with those things? It's just a bunch of seeds. That's a garbage fruit. I put that in the same category as an apple. I'd eat it, I guess, sure, but I'm not gonna like buy it all the time. I just bought clementines. Clementines are delicious orange. They are. Orange is good. I've had dried papaya, but I've never bought it fresh because it just looks too weird. That's always cut open, and then you got those black seeds in there. What are you supposed to do with that thing? What do you eat it with a spoon like it's a cantaloupe? Those melons, man. I'll eat melon, but I'm not I like watermelon. muskmelon, I'll eat it, I guess. If somebody had it sliced up or something, I'd eat that. Cantaloupe, yeah, I'll eat it, but it's just like, I think I've eaten all the normal, like the normal fruits, meaning the normal ones. Like I'll buy a pineapple every now and then. I like mango, but only if mango is sliced, and I won't buy it unless I know it's coming from some place where they used like some kind of hygiene, like Key Food, the place that sells meat that stinks. No, I'm not gonna buy their fruit that's sliced. They'll sell rotten meat, so I won't buy fruit like that or anything over there like that. It's too scary. But at Walmart, I would, because Walmart, they have people walking around making sure that everybody has gloves on, a hat on when they're doing this stuff. Limit the risk. You don't. A mango, though, it's just like, God damn it, I love mango, but I would never I'm going to take it home and peel it and slice it? You got to be fucking kidding me. I have shit to do. I have to make a fucking video. Can't be slicing a mango. It's absurd. If I had a lot of money, I would probably just have somebody that would peel my oranges for me. But if I was going to have an orange peeler, right? Like a designated orange peeler, if I had like unlimited funds, and I was like, okay, I got to find somebody to peel my oranges. Smoking hot. She would have to be smoking hot, real clean looking, If you're going to if you're going to peel my oranges, you got to be real clean looking and hot, Or I'll peel my own oranges. I'm not going to hire like some mechanic with like dirty fingernails to like peel my oranges. There's no way. You want somebody peeling your oranges that's super slick looking, young, attractive, professional orange peeler. Not like, when you're driving along the highway, or not the highway, but you'll be in like LA or New York or a big city like that, and you see like, I don't see it lately. Like the Hispanic person selling oranges, and the oranges, they're like sort of half peeled, like the white stuff's still on them, and it's a bag of oranges where the rind is off, but it still has that white stuff on it. What the hell is that? If you're going to peel them all the whole way. I have never bought one of those, nor would I. I don't get it. Like, what's that about? Oh, yeah, thanks for peeling my oranges halfway. Great, that white stuff's still on it? Yeah, just get rid of the orange and just give me the white stuff. What the fuck is the matter with people? It is weird, though. I just realized I don't see people selling oranges lately. I wonder if they're afraid. Seriously, I wonder if those people are afraid. Could be. Although this city is pretty safe. It is. It's pretty safe if you're undocumented. Nobody's going to be... I'm not, Nobody in my building would be turning anybody in. Everybody in my building can't stand the president. It's the truth. It's the truth. Everybody I know... No, I was going to say everybody I know in New York City, but then I'm thinking I do know a Trump supporter. It's fucking weird. At this point, I don't know. We'll probably hear about Trump not talking about the people that sell the oranges beside the road, that don't peel their oranges all the way. We're gonna deport them. Let them stay. Somebody's buying those half-peeled oranges. Somebody is. They work hard, man. That's a lot of work, I'm sure. To like peel an orange, but you're keeping the white stuff on. How do they fucking do that? Next time I see that, I'm gonna stop, ask them how much the bag of oranges is. I'll give them the money for the bag of oranges, but you can keep the oranges. Seriously, I don't want that. I want an orange peeler. If that is the one thing that I could say, like, if I could have anything in my life, would be, well, to have enough money that I could afford somebody to peel my oranges. Not necessarily have the orange peeler, but just have enough money that I could be like, well, I could afford, how much would that cost to have somebody just on call? That'd be like a professional chef, something like that, but it's more specific. It's just, you're just peeling my oranges. So that would be like $100,000 a year, because that's what a chef would cost. A private chef, something like that, I would imagine. I don't know, 80 to 100 maybe, 120. I guess if you were real rich and you could afford the, like, whoever, you know, maybe a chef would cost more, like a personal chef. If I had a personal chef, I would eat better. It's the truth. I eat like crap because I don't have time to do it, you know? Maybe in my next life I'll do real well and I'll have my professional orange peeler. Someone posted something underneath one of my videos on YouTube, and the video that they posted under was me training Chippy to do hold, drop, and retrieve. And the person that posted it, the name was like Service Dog Story something, and then they have a picture of like a little dog. And what they said was, I've tried this with my dog, and my dog was just too frightened. I don't think my dog can do it. You know, your dog is frightened because you probably tell it the wrong thing, first of all. You do. This is very common. People unwittingly console frightened dogs, and it just, you know, that's the worst thing that you can do. You see the dog shaking or acting frightened, oh, it'll be all right. Something like that. That doesn't work. And that has the opposite effect that makes the dog really flipped out and really nervous all the time. The other thing that I would like to say about this person is that it's clear that they know nothing about dogs. They're saying, well, my dog just can't do it. Oh, really? So every other dog in the world can do this except your dog is special. See what I'm talking about? Like, I've never had a dog that I can't teach to do this. And I've been teaching dogs to do this for years. If somebody called me up and said, I taught a 9-year-old Weimaraner to do a proper retrieve and be able to pick up a cane and turn him into a service dog. I'm sorry. I just, this is the problem with society. This is the problem that we have. There's just like, these people are unrealistic. They don't want to take the time to train the dog. They don't have the knowledge to train the dog. They don't want to go get help, and then they just say, well, my dog can't do it. No, your dog can do it. That's it. Your dog can do it. You don't know how to train the dog, and you don't want to pay somebody to get the dog functioning for you, and then you step in. You're watching dog training videos, and then you try it, and then, you know what, when you try it, you don't have the same results as me. Yeah, that's right. You know why? It's because I'm a 55-year-old dog trainer. Even when I was young, I was like really keyed into it. I watched my father train dogs. Do you see the difference? That's a huge difference. It's experience. Some people might have more of an aptitude for training dogs. This is true. I see it all the time. But more than aptitude, what is more important for training a dog is discipline. You have to have discipline in yourself. And you have to use discipline to train the dog. If you just like say, well, my dog doesn't want to do it, that's not using discipline. If you train the dog to do something and then they don't want to do it and then you sort of let it slide, you're not using discipline with your dog. You're not. And you're not disciplined. It gets frustrating at times. I'm telling you, it gets frustrating. I get that. I understand it. I get that. But don't think that your dog can't do it. There is no stupid dog. And when you talk about like how smart are dogs, they all fall in this area. They're all about this smart. Some might be closer to this. Some might be closer to this, but they're not real smart. They're not thinking creatures. They have a mind, but they don't ponder thought. They respond, and they respond by instinctually and with trained commands. It's a lot of muscle memory in dog training. Don't give up. You got to keep trying, and you make the sessions real short. And if you think that you're going to skip over something, like say earlier, I'm training Chippy, I didn't have him in a high collar, meaning usually when I'm training hold, and we're going to be doing this with Chippy, there'll be a leash going straight up. If you leave something like that out and think that it doesn't matter, you're a fool. And to see me, and I mentioned that in the video. I said, he's not in a high collar because I'm a 55-year-old dog trainer. I saw my father doing this with puppies. It's easier for me. What do you want me to say? That's the problem. This is the problem. People just think that, well, I don't really have to do it that way. Maybe I could just skip over something, or he was doing it this way, I'm going to do it this way. You're a fool. You're a fool. If you're going to teach your dog hold, drop, and retrieve, you have to be thorough, and you have to take your time. I said in the video, I was very clear, this is the longest, to teach your dog to do something. It's a series of steps, and to do something like this, man, that hold, to get your dog to retrieve proper, it's a 3-week minimum. So this person's just like, I can see it. They try it once, and then they see that the dog is nervous or something,